Could Zion Williamson actually surpass LeBron James, like an ex-teammate suggests? A former teammate of Zion Williamson told Mark J. Spears that Zion has LeBron-level talent. He further said that he believes he may outperform James, but the difference is that Zion does not love the game as much. The comment came amidst the uncertainty regarding Williamson's future. According to Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, the New Orleans Pelicans are putting practically their entire squad, including Williamson, on the trading block. In fact, the Pelicans are believed to be ready to offload Williamson if they can obtain any value for him. Zion Williamson's immense talent sparks debate, but his injuries have seemingly clouded his future. New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson continues to elicit passionate reactions across the league. One of his former teammates has now offered one of the most daring perspectives yet. According to Mark J. Spears, an ex-teammate compared Zion's talent to that of a legendary athlete. I talked to one of his former teammates who says his talent is so big that it's actually LeBron James-like talent. He thought he could even be better than LeBron James. The problem with this same former teammate is that he continued, but he doesn't love it like LeBron James. And that's the big problem. I'm like, well, if your team had the ability to trade for Zion, would you do it? And he said if they asked me, I'd tell them not to. The problem of this same former teammate is that he said, but he doesn't love it like LeBron James. And that's the big problem. And I'm like, well, if your team had the ability to trade for Zion, would you do it? And he said if they asked me, I'd do it. The comments come at a difficult time for Zion and the Pelicans. The squad is likely to move on from Williamson. One league source told Siegel that the Pelicans would accept the first decent reasonable offer for Williamson. That is, despite the fact that his trade value is so poor that the organization may only receive second-round choices in return. Williamson has almost 2 years and $87 million left on his contract. The 25-year-old is clearly brilliant, but injuries and worries about his work ethic have severely limited his long-term possibilities. The former number 1 choice is currently on the shelf and may remain there for some time. Zion Williamson's talent can't save struggling New Orleans Pelicans, as injuries put a speed breaker on his future. Williamson has played in only 10 games this season, averaging 22.1 points, 5.6 rebounds, 4.0 assists, and 1.6 steals while shooting 51% from the field. New Orleans is at the bottom of the league with a 3-20 record, significantly below expectations when the season began. The Pelicans are 3-20 and appear to be on the verge of a complete overhaul. Williamson was intended to be a franchise cornerstone. However, it now appears nearly impossible that he will stay with the organization in the long run. The bigger question is about his future. Zion's issues continue to complicate trade negotiations as teams across the league attempt to strike a balance between his top potential and the uncertainty of his availability. However, in spite of all these, he hasn't said anything about a possible trade as of yet.